Órale, Cholo Trucker Mas movies and shows. And here we got The Long Game. Yes, The Long Game. I've been waiting for this movie to come out. I've been very interested in this movie ever since I heard of it, man. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, huh, this is pretty interesting. So I went over the weekend with my beautiful crazy loca wife. It was a night out for her and I back in December, back in Christmas. We were gifted an Applebee's gift card. So I said, you know what, Viaca, let's go to Applebee's, have a little dinner, use the gift card, and then we'll go watch this movie. And that's exactly what we did. Damn, it was a good night. All right, so we went to the Regal Edwards Cinema to go check it out. Okay, so let me go ahead and read the description. Description says in 1955, five young Mexican American caddies are determined to learn how to play and create their own golf course in the middle of the South Texas desert. That is the end of the description. Damn, that description does not do this movie justice. Rotten Tomatoes has it at 75%. Okay, let me go ahead. This movie is an hour and 52 minutes long, by the way. Let me go ahead and tell you guys this, man. We went ahead, we checked it out. Damn, this movie's good. Man, is this movie good. Now, just like I talked about when I showed the trailer, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right here. I don't know anything about golf. Okay, I do not. For anybody who's out there golfing, man, you guys are probably gonna catch the lingo that they're talking in this movie because they talk a lot about golf because that's what it's about. It's about these five young kids who are caddies, right? And you got to think about it at that time. Now, the description says 1955, but in the movie, I believe it says 1956. So I'm not really sure, man. Maybe my memory is a little bit off. But anyway, uh, they're caddies, and you gotta remember, man, this is back in the day, right? So they're just there to be caddies. They're not allowed to play golf at the country club there. They don't allow Mexicans to play golf. All they can do is just be caddies, and you see them working in the just working there, right? Being the help, but you cannot be a member of that country club. Now, Jay Hernandez, who you see standing before you right there in a vest, he and Dennis Quaid's character, they actually served in World War II. So that's how they knew each other. And Dennis Quaid, being a white guy and a damn great golfer back in his day, um, he was kind of the guy that opened the door for guys like Jay Hernandez, right? And he was a really great golfer as well. Problem is, he wasn't allowed to, you know, join the country club. And as you guys saw in the trailer, which I will be leaving in the comment section pinned, so if you guys want to check out the trailer, um, even though he served his country and everything, he was still looked at as a Mexican, and it was all rich white guys, and they would not let him join the country club, right? So Dennis Quaid was kind of the open window for him to try to get in and start chopping it up with a couple of people. And because they didn't let him in, it's like, damn, okay. But he worked at the high school. And at the high school, he runs into five kids, right? And these five kids were all caddies and they loved golf and they knew how to play golf, but they couldn't find anywhere to play golf. So what they did is they went ahead and they built their own little golf course. And when Jay Hernandez got word of this, he's all like, Orale, homie, okay. You know what? These kids got something. They're determined. Of course, you always got one that's a little bit of a badass. He's a little bit of a rebel. He's hard headed and he doesn't want to do it. Jay Hernandez wants to start a team. He doesn't really want to join the team. I'm not going to ruin too much of the movie for you guys, but there's a lot that goes on with this movie, right? Um, the kids, man, and what they have to deal with. Um, Not all their parents are on board with them joining a golf team with the San Felipe High School, I believe it was. They're like, man, they're gonna laugh at you. Are you kidding me? You don't go join a golf team. Just be a caddy, and that at least that way you're getting paid. You're making money. You get out there, they're just gonna laugh at you, right? You got to remember the times that this is happening. This is a much, much different time. So it was hard work. It really was. I liked now this is based on a true story. I have never, ever, ever heard of this story ever before. Okay. Um, I'm Chicano, man. So, seeing this movie is very meaningful to me. But the effort and the determination that Jay Hernandez had to keep going and going, and all the phone calls that he just had to keep going and going and going and going till finally somebody went ahead and opened the door and said, like, okay, fine, we'll let them play. And it was funny because when they showed up, they're like, oh, wait a second. They're they're not white. I like I said, I don't want to ruin it for you guys. You guys do see it in the trailer, but the determination. And one thing that I really stands out to me is Jay Hernandez's wife. His wife, man, God bless her soul. She's really backing him up. She's backing him up and knowing that how much he really wanted to play golf, right? But he was turned down here, there, and everywhere where he couldn't play golf because he's not white. And now he's trying to help these kids get in to fit in. And he's saying, like, look, guys, he's trying to teach them, look, any little mishap, any little small thing, they're gonna kick us off. All eyes are on us. If we step a certain way, if we have our shirts untucked, if we speak one Spanish word, they're going to kick us out of the course. So we have to play the part. We got to do what we got to do to put our foot in there first. So it was definitely a struggle, man. And man, having to have other people beat you just so you could get in their good graces, because it's like, hey, you know what, look, we may be beating the crap out of these rich folks here, but it's backfiring. And if we beat them, um they're probably going to kick us off. So we better start throwing this game and let somebody, like, man, just the humiliation, right? The humiliation. Talk about swallowing your pride, man, and your dignity to just let somebody else beat you on purpose so you won't be getting kicked off the course, so they won't find a reason to boot you off the course. Like man, it was making me upset, right? I was just like, damn, you know what, that sucks, man. That sucks. But look, man, as a Chicano, I just want to go ahead and say gracias to all the Chicanos, man, before me that went through things like this, so I wouldn't have to go through things like this, man. God bless them, man. But yeah, man, they really had to, like, hey, you know what? All right, cool. We got to let them win, because if we don't, then they're gonna kick us off the course. They don't want to be embarrassed. So let's just swallow our pride, no dignity, and let them win, man. And it's tough to watch. This movie is a really roller coaster of a ride. You got these kids in high school. One of them is dealing, with a love interest with his girlfriend, and also, dad not really being on board, and just so much, man. So much. It's a great story. I never heard of this story before. I thought Dennis Quaid did a really good job. Jay Hernandez did a really good job. He works there at the school. The kids, the ones that play the high school kids, I never seen them before, even though they look a little familiar. Maybe I've seen them in the background in another movie. I'm not really sure, but yeah, for the most part, I don't think I've ever seen them before. But hey, man, look, I really enjoyed the heck out of this movie. I thought it was really well done. The scene at the diner was something else. Wow, man, great, great, great story. I really enjoyed this movie. Love this movie. And look, it's American history. You know, you don't have to be Chicano, Mexican American to go and watch this movie and enjoy it. It's just American history, Holmes. You know, so we don't have to turn it into anything else. It's just American history, and it's a great story, man. I really love this movie. I can't wait. I went to go watch it in theaters. I highly recommend this movie. And by the way, it's a family friendly movie. You could take your family to go watch this movie, and I highly recommend it for just you, for your family, and I can't wait for this movie to come out on any streaming app, because I can't wait to watch it in the comfort of my own home again. But I'm very glad that I went to go watch this movie in theater. Really good movie. I don't want to say it's great, but it is a really good movie, really good story, roller coaster of emotions. Damn, I really enjoyed this movie, man. That is the long game. Cholo Trucker, Moss Movies and Shows. I'll catch you guys on next one.